It's 3 a.m. again. You didn't choose to wake up. You just did. At once, wide awake in the dark. The house is silent. Everyone else is asleep. And within about 90 seconds, your mind has found every worry you own and started running laps with them. And the worst part isn't even being awake, it's the loneliness of it. If you know that exact 3 a.m., this is for you. And there is a real specific reason that it keeps happening. Let me tell you the first thing, because I think 3 a.m. has half convinced you that maybe you're a little bit crazy, right? But you're not. This is one of the most common things I hear. And it's not random. And it isn't like a personal failing. And it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with your mind. There's a specific physical reason your body wakes up at almost the exact same time every night. So specifically, you could nearly set the alarm clock to it. Okay. And once you understand it, that 3 a.m. wake up, it loses its power over you because it stops being this mysterious, haunting, and becomes something that you can actually work with. So let's answer the strangest first part. Why the same time? Why 3 and not like something random? Doesn't it almost feel deliberate, like your body is doing it on purpose? Well, in a way, it is. Not to hurt you, but to help you. Let me show you what your body is actually up to at 3 a.m. because I promise it makes that hour feel a lot less sinister. So here's what's happening. In the middle of the night, hours since you last ate, your blood sugar naturally begins to dip low. In a calm body, no big deal. It handles it quietly. You sleep right through it. But in a body that's been braced, that's been running on empty, that little tiny dip registers as an emergency. So your body does the one thing it knows to fix a fuel shortage fast. It sends up this surge of stress hormone to release stored sugar. And that hormone's other job is to wake you up. That's your 3 a.m. It's your fuel alarm. And your body thinks it's rescuing you. And now the racing mind, that makes sense too, because that hormone doesn't just wake you, it floods you with alertness and urgency. So your brain comes online already in emergency mode, and it does what a brain in emergency mode is going to do. It goes hunting for the real threat. Okay. And since there's no tiger in the room, there's nothing chasing you, it grabs the nearest worry. The bills, the kids, the thing you said back in 2009, and it lights it up in your brain like a 5-alarm fire. You're not waking up because you're anxious. You wake up because you are chemically alert. And then your mind goes looking for something to pin it on. The worry didn't wake you. Okay? The wake up went looking for the worry. This is a body running on survival tax. That's the one thing that is at the center of the body-led method that I've created. A braced, depleted body can't hold itself steady, especially throughout the night. So it borrows, it spikes, it jolts you awake to fix a shortfall, right? The rest of the body would have handled it in its sleep. And then every night that happens, you lose the deep part of why you can be in bed for 8 hours and still wake up feeling like you're a wreck. And let me answer the question sitting right underneath this, because I know you're thinking it. You're like, why now? Maybe this didn't used to happen to you, and now it's most nights. So what changed, right? Why now? Here's the honest answer. It's likely that nothing suddenly went wrong. What really happened is that the bill probably came due, right? So for years, you've probably pushed through, you got through it with adrenaline and coffee and sheer, capacity. And your body covered for you, quietly borrowing in order to keep you steady. But a body can only run that tab for so long. And somewhere then in your 40s or 50s, with everything else you're carrying and the hormonal shifts that happen on top of it, the reserves that used to smooth things over in the middle of the night, they're not there anymore. They've dipped. So the dip that your body used to handle silently, it now is waking you up to fix. That 3 a.m. wake up is not a new problem. It's an old debt finally showing up on the statement, which is actually good news because a debt can be paid down, right? And here's what we do, which is the worst possible move, even though it's completely understandable. So we wake up, we see the clock, we panic. Oh no, it's 3 a.m. I'm up at 6. I need to sleep now. And then we start doing the math. And if I fall asleep this second, I'll get 3 more hours. And then we lie there like rigid, furious, trying to force it, which pours even more, okay, of that exact alarm hormone that woke us up. It's pouring that more right back into the system. So a wake up that might have lasted 20 minutes now gets stretched into 2 hours of staring at the ceiling. The panic about being awake is sometimes what keeps you awake. Now, one thing for tonight, while we work on a real fix, because I'm not going to leave you lying there. Next time you wake at 3 a.m., try something that sounds backwards. Don't fight it. Don't do the math on your hours. Don't grab your phone. Just tell yourself the true thing. This is my body doing a fuel check. It's not an emergency, and I'm allowed to just rest here, even if I'm not asleep. That takes the pressure off because the fighting is the accelerant. And the moment you stop treating being awake as a crisis, you pull the fuel out from underneath it. And a lot of women, they find that they drift back within minutes once they actually quit embracing it. I had one of my clients, Betsy, she did this exact same thing. She gets so mad. And she's like, Dr. Z, I'm up. There's no reason for me to go back to sleep. I just get up because my brain doesn't turn off anyway. And we had the same exact conversation. Like, let's stop actually fighting it. Let's move forward with it. And everything began to shift. Now, of course, we were working on other things. We were working on her hormonal balance. We were working on her blood sugar regulation. I won't say that that was the one and only thing, but I can tell you that it was likely a very large contributor to the shift that took place for her because we were able to get her body into that more relaxed state. So here's the way out. And honestly, it's a relief. You don't beat the 3 a.m. by trying harder to sleep at 3 a.m. You beat it by building a body that doesn't need to sound the alarm in the first place. One that feels like it's fed enough, one that feels like it's steady enough, one that feels like it's safe enough to guide right through that dip without waking you up to fix it. And when you get there, right, the most ordinary little miracle happens. You just sleep right through all the way to the morning. The hour that's haunted you for years quietly stops being a thing, not because you white knuckled it, but because your body finally had what it needed to let you rest. So where do you start? Not at 3 a.m. Okay. You don't do that because by then it's too late for that night. You start in the daytime by helping your body come down out of that brace state so that the nights actually get steadier. And I made a free 21-day nervous system calibration for exactly that. 2 small texts I send you every day to help you regulate your nervous system. It's free and you can find it below. go.thisisdrz.com/nervous system. And of course, if there's a woman in your life who is also lying awake at 3 a.m., send this to her as well. And don't forget, be sure to subscribe and like. And we'll see you next time. This is Dr. Z.